Hi, loves. Have you ever heard that saying that you can either have a hot sex life or a healthy relationship, but you can't have both? I heard that a lot, and it was pretty defeating, right? But I want to tell you it's utter BS, and it's not true. You can have both. However, in order to do that, you might have to tweak some things inside of yourself to get it. And in this video, I want to show you how. Most of us find incompatible, unavailable, or dangerous people really exciting. Like it dysregulates our nervous systems and gives us butterflies and sparkles all over. I mean, it's hot, right? And on top of that, society has loaded us up with this notion that obsession or longing equates to deep and true love. And we also learn that being nervous around somebody or feeling like we have to earn their love or change for them or save them or transform our lives for them or transform their lives for them is a sign of a great love story. However, obsession and longing and nervousness is not a sign of love. It is a sign of nervous system dysregulation. It's actually not a healthy thing, even though like every love song and every love story we've ever been told indicates that these are signs of a great love. Here's why we do this. When we are children, we often experience things like heartache and longing or like senses of abandonment or needing to earn someone's love. All of these heartache inducing and anxious feelings are connected to love when we are imprinting. As we are forming our initial attachments and our brains are so spongy, our main caregivers are our primary source of love and life and getting our basic needs met. And we love them dearly. And a lot of times, if there is neglect or harsh treatment by these caregivers, on one hand, like we experience this love and this deep trust, like we have to trust these people, otherwise we're gonna die, right? Like you're young, you can't take care of yourself, so you have to have this implicit trust in the people who are caring for you. So there is that deep love. And on the other hand, if you're experiencing other things like high levels of unsafety, like you're experiencing them being unavailable or you're experiencing them being hostile, then your brain is going to whoop and mesh those together. And as an adult, it will be very hard for you to disconnect the two. So oftentimes when you feel that longing sensation in your heart or that nervousness or you can't stop thinking about a person, and they're constantly on your mind and they're constantly in your heart, and when you feel it, it's so strong, this like aching or like excitement or just sensation in your chest, and it makes you feel so alive. We think that means that it's true love, and we actually look for that when we're looking for a partner, and if that's not there, we often feel like something's missing. And there might be a part of you that still thinks that you have to earn someone's love or prove yourself to earn their love. And so if someone comes up and just loves you right away, like that might feel really weird to you, and you might actually reject that person and go for the challenge instead. And what's going on there is that your subconscious mind is still working out this problem that you had with your parents or a caregiver that you had to prove yourself for, and you're still doing that. Like the subconscious mind is so powerful in that way. If we were not unconditionally loved by our parents, then we end up projecting those wounds onto our potential partners. And oftentimes we will go to unavailable people, and because they felt like that parent, but this time, if they do choose us, if they do fall for us, if they do turn around and change and accept us as we are, then we'll be worthy of love. Like that's what the subconscious mind is thinking. As a child, we felt very unworthy and very not okay. And so we had to try to prove ourselves like someday I'll be enough. And so we're still doing that as an adult with these unavailable and dangerous people. You wanted your caregiver to change for you. Like you needed that, okay? And now as an adult, you're projecting that onto a new person, trying to get that to happen. but it's probably not. And that's not personal. It has nothing to do with you or your worth. It's just what your subconscious mind is trying to sort out in a very non productive way. Those feelings of longing and excitement and even danger probably make you feel alive, right? Like they're exciting. You can feel the blood in your veins. They make you feel more like present and here. And sometimes we feel like we need these feelings because we have dissociated a little bit. We have numbed due to the pain in our life. And so sinking into the more subtle sensations of our body and the more subtle feelings can be very hard to do if we're holding a lot of inner pain in there, right? Like, ouch, I don't want to feel that. So if we have become numbed over time, then experiencing that kind of heartache and like deep ripping open of the chest helps us feel something. So that kind of excitement literally turns us on, and it makes us feel breathless and compulsive and overwhelmed with joy, and also, in despair. And we have these big highs and these deep lows, and oh my gosh, it's such a amazing epic love poem, love song. There's so much big emotion that comes from experiences with these people, and it makes us feel so very alive. It's familiar, but in this masochistic way. And on the flip side, someone who is secure and stable and consistently loving with us oftentimes feels like a big yawner to the part of ourselves that is addicted to the drama. And that part of us is still working out its Disney feature. So safe love doesn't need winning over. There's no big battle or huge sacrifice or fairy godmother that needs to come along and transform us into something that we're not to help us lock down this person that we're like crushed over. Safe love meets us in our own love and respect for ourselves. Safe love doesn't continue to poke and prod and pull apart the wounds that we had when we were very young. It usually feels very weird at first to be consistently tended to and loved in a peaceful and easy way. It often feels like something's missing and can also feel very disturbing to the nervous system at first because we are more comfortable with what is familiar to us. So if we have grown up with and have consistently played out these dynamics with people who are all over the place, who are very inconsistent, that's normalized to us. And so a part of us, our subconscious, feels very safe in that. And we don't know how to work with someone who's consistent. That feels so weird. And so we actually register it as danger, even though that is actually safety. So yeah, if you're feeling like something's missing with a person who's treating you really well with consistency, something is missing. It's the toxicity. One thing about that is when we feel like we need to be intoxicated by somebody in order to feel like we're in love with them, what does the word intoxication mean, right? It's got toxic in it. Like we drink and we're intoxicated. We, pollute ourselves. We're intoxicated. We're like obsessing with them and we feel off of our center. We're out of balance. We're just all over the place. That's actually not a good sign. That doesn't mean love. That means something totally different. So once we heal the parts of ourselves that are obsessed with flashy sparks, we can actually then build a nice, lasting, sustainable fire with somebody. Our inner compass needs time to reset to a new North Star, one that is aligned with our true values, our true happiness, and our safety. And that safety allows the sexy to be even more phenomenal than you ever experienced because you're fully in your body at that point. You can fully relax and trust this person. And that can bring you to incredible places that you've probably never been before because a part of you has either been dissociated or shut down or like clamped up out of fear. And when you can truly trust and your body knows that you're safe and your heart can fully open, then it's just so much more delicious than you've ever experienced before. So yes, you can have great sex and be in a healthy relationship. Thank you for listening. I'll see you in the next one.